G'day everyone. Haven't made a video for a while, but most of my work's done on the other channel. Today we are going to do an engine service and an air filter change on a 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer. When I say service, I only mean oil change. So that's the oil filter that we've got. That's the part number if you want to know the part number, and the air filter is, wait a minute, that's it there. So we'll start with the, I think I'll start draining the oil, and then we'll do the air filter. Okay, back again. You'll need something to drain the oil into, so I got this. I bought this at Bunnings. It's been really good, so I recommend that one if you get it. And it's pretty simple. You know you need an oil filter ratchet or something to get the oil filter off, and a 17mm for your sump plug. So we'll just go under the car now. Okay, now the sump plug is at the back of the sump. I'll just show you right here, and your oil filter's above here. I'll see if I can get a shot of that. Just up there, very easy to get to. There's your sump plug at the back, so I'll see if I can film this without getting oil all over everything. Okay, I'll just get a rag. Alright, so now I'm going to undo the sump plug. There's always oil spillage and you always get it all over you, so I've got a rag here. Don't know why people tighten the crap out of them. You don't have to have them that tight. But this oil's going to be warm, so I'm not looking forward to this. Okay. If it drops in the oil, I'm not going to worry. I'll get it out later. Here we go. There's always spillage, like I said. And you just drain that, wait for that to drain. So we're not going to sit here and watch all of that. I'm just wiping my hands, sorry. And of course the wind's blowing like crazy, so it's going everywhere. But we'll go up and we'll do the air filter now. Or, no, I think I'll get the oil filter off. Anyway, back in a minute. Alright, back again. I'll show you what I used. I've just loosened off the oil filter. If you can see that, I bought this from Burson's. Sort of only just fits on the bottom of this filter, but it worked. When you do it up, you don't have to do it up really tight. It's supposed to just be like hand tight. But yeah, handy little thing. But you can use whatever you got. So I've just loosened it. So now I'll put the, it's finished draining, so we'll put the sump plug back in. Get me 17mm. I'll just do this up. Give it a wipe. Then I'll have to move the camera. So I've got to put the spill tray on the tray under the oil filter. Okay. So I'll just give it just a wipe. Clean it off. Okay. So, I don't know how well you're going to see this, so I'll try, but I think I'm going to be pushing it. I just turned the camera off. So I'm trying to adjust it up so you can see. There you go. Alright. Just going to drag this drain under it, the pan, loosen it off. Like I said, I loosened it off with that tool. There it goes, all over me again. Always, mate, always get shit all over you. Alright, I'm going to just take it off. I'll have to bite the bullet and get filthy. There it goes. Okay, I'm just going to wipe around the top there, and then we'll put the new one on. Make sure there's no junk on the mating surface. Okay, let's get the new one. It's probably got a bit of plastic over the end of it. Yep. I'll get that off, he says. Doesn't want to cooperate, so... Okay. There's a new one. I'll just get a bit of the old oil. Some people pour oil in, you know, to prime it, but I'm not going to worry about it. I never do. It's probably not a bad idea to do it, but just rub a bit of the old oil around the rubber seal so you don't rip it when you tighten it up. Otherwise, it can, if you leave it dry, it can rip. And then what you do, I usually just do it like hand tight. I'm going to move this drain, this pan I got, wipe my hands, or put a rag over it because I've got oil on my hands now. So I just like to do it up tight, like hand tight, but I don't want to, hang on, I'm going to move that because I can see my rag dropping in there. Okay, I'm just going to try and do it up tight by hand, if I can. That'll do. Okay, we're done here. Apart from filling up the oil, yeah, we might as well finish the oil change, so we'll go up top now. Righto, here we are up the top. I've got the filter in, sort of. It'd be nice if it stood up, but it won't. So I'm going to have to hold that, and I'll show you what oil we're putting in, but you put in whatever you got, as long as it's 5W30 for this engine. We've got the good old Castrol Edge 5W30. He wants to put full synthetic in for some reason, so because we've drained everything out, that's fine. Righto. We'll start pouring her in. I usually put about half in and then I'll start checking the dipstick. Like I said, I'd go about halfway. Alright, we'll let that just go down in the sump. Find the dipstick, wherever it is. There it is, right in front of me. Alright. Give her a wipe. Hang on, I can't see. Where are we? Oh, there it is. Alright, that's not a good idea. I don't like that. Anyway. That is very hard to see with eyes, just on the ad. Just on the ad, so we put some more in. I don't know what the capacity is of this thing, but I reckon it's going to take more than what we got. Alright, we better have a look at that. I could leave that there because we haven't got any more oil. I'll put the old stuff in that. Should be alright. Oh yes, very good. She's full. Once you fill up the thing, you want to hang on. I'll make sure I've got it in. I don't like that idea. Alright, Sam, you want to fire it up? I think 5 litres is plenty. Listen to that extra power. You got an oil pressure gauge or you haven't? You should check all the time when you start it, make sure the oil pressure's up. If he doesn't have an oil pressure gauge, he'll have a light on the dash anyway, as long as it's gone out. Anyway, she's up and running. Now we're going to change the air filter, so I'll just get that ready. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the camera ass over it, but now we're going to remove the end of the air box here. And you can tell we've never done this before. So, there's your filter there. That was easy. You right? Yep. Yeah, there's the old one. They're pretty big. I didn't realise they were that big. It's pretty big. I better check it first. We're going to check the new one out. Looks right. Okay, there's the new one. It's pretty simple. Simples, he says. Just make sure that that's sitting in there properly. And I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. That's probably the easiest one I've ever changed. 2 minutes. I'm just going to make sure that's located properly in the bottom. Yeah, you can't really go wrong. No, you can't really go wrong. Anyway, that concludes our huge service. Our next video will be on this car. It'll be the automatic transmission service. There's 2 filters in there. There's one in the pan, and there's an oil cooler filter, which is up the top here. You've got to remove the battery and the battery tray to get to it, so won't that be something to look forward to? Anyway, please like, share and subscribe. It's only a very small channel. I haven't done much on this channel for a long time, so hopefully there'll be a bit more. See you next time. Bye.